Hello and welcome, sports fans, to this live video streaming event from Table Rock Sports Productions in partnership with your local school districts and sponsors. I am Jeff Lang alongside Damian Idiart and Caleb Franklin tonight, coming to you live from Eagle Point High School in Eagle Point, Oregon. Thank you for joining us tonight. Welcome to the Lithia Superstore Game Night, powered by Siskiyou Cellular in Southern Oregon. Today featuring the traveling Crater Comets in the home
You're a coach, or plan to be a coach. What kind of coach do you want to be? This?
Hey! What is that? Come on, guy! You're killing me!
Or this?
I love it. I love what I see. I don't care about the mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. Guys making millions of dollars on Sunday, they make mistakes.
Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.org.
There's a time machine, not so far away, that takes you back to a world just a few streets wide, where wonder rules the day, and families are transformed, from the smallest bug-eyed explorer to that surliest know-it-all. So dive into the past and let them see the world through a simpler lens, called Southern Oregon. Their adventure begins when you travel Medford.
If you're a coach, or plan to be a coach, what kind of coach do you want to be? This?
Hey! What is that? Come on, guy! You're killing me!
Or this?
I love it. I love what I see. I don't care about the mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. Guys making millions of dollars on Sunday, they make mistakes.
Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.org.
There's a
And once again, welcome inside the main gym at Eagle Point High School. Tonight, it's the Comets of Crater High School. And your Fighting Eagles!
And welcome back here to Table Rock Sports. Public announcer announcing the game here, Jeff Lang alongside Damian Idiart, Midwestern League action. We're going to pause here for the national anthem. A great band here at Eagle Point High School always, so look forward to the national anthem here at Eagle Point.
Our national anthem. Please welcome on the trombone, Shane O'Sullivan.
game begin.
Damian, that national anthem was just played on a trombone.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
I can't imagine. My parents both played the trombone back in high school. I used to root around with it down in my basement as a kid. You know how hard that is? That's amazing.
He only cracked once. Did way better than that kid, that's for sure.
Makes you believe in these high school students. So, folks, I've lived here in the Rogue Valley for 17, 18 years. I've been out to Eagle Point several times. We are up above in the upper level, and they've opened the upper level. This gym is full. I know on the camera you can see the side is full, but on the near side, we're standing right next to the Creator student section, who they've moved upstairs. And so this gym is full, and the atmosphere is electric. Starting lineups now for the Creator Comets. Brian Broaddus in his first year. You're going to see nothing but seniors here. This is Kaden Lasseter, number 1, a senior standing 5'11". He's joined by Colton Vrains wearing number 2, 6-foot senior. He is joined in the backcourt by Javon Smith, a senior at 5'11". So 3 starting senior guards. Big man in the middle is Logan Price wearing number 4, a 6'3" senior. And then also a wing here, a senior wearing number 32, standing 6'5". That is Tate Brewster. The Comets wearing all black tonight, trimmed in orange.
This environment, Jeff, I don't know how we're going to do it. This is crazy. We are so close to the student section, I can't even hear myself think.
This is high school basketball at its best for sure. Starting lineups now for Coach Ryan Mars and the Eagles. First a junior, that's Aiden Quintero, younger brother of some outstanding players here in Eagle Point. He's a junior, stands 5'10". Quintero's joined in the backcourt by Nicky Redondo. Redondo wears number 24. Is also, he is a senior, and he stands 5'10".
He played a lot of basketball against number 24.
Tristan Mcguire is also a wing player. He is a senior, stands 6'0", wears number 23. And we mentioned in the pregame, the senior at 6'4", Brennan Knight, wears number 13, and he's joined in the middle by one of the captains, a senior at 6'1", but a really wide body. That is Tommy Johnson.
Looks like me. Oh, Jeff, we'll see how this goes. I feel like I'm in a cage here.
Assistant coach is Robert Slayton.
You got to live in Southern Oregon to enjoy Southern Oregon high school basketball the way we do.
That's right. Where would you rather be on a Tuesday night other than in Eagle Point with a packed gymnasium? A couple teams going at it. Again, Comets come in at 13-2. They are 5-1 in Midwestern League play. The Eagles come in at 12-1, and they are 5-0 in Midwestern League play. The tip goes in favor of the Eagles.
Hope Crater just puts an iron fist to these people and stops the crowd.
Brendan Knight works his way baseline, stopped by Lasseter. Comets come out in a man-to-man defense. Brains on Quintero. They get the switch from Price. Down on the floor goes Johnson.
You can see they've got Kaden just blanketing Brennan. It'll be interesting to see how long Kaden can stay out of foul trouble.
Nice kick to Quintero in the corner. And you got to believe he shot that shot 1,000 times. That's Aiden Quintero for 3. Gaming, that all started by the pass from Tommy Johnson. He was tied up in the middle and found Quintero open after he drew 2.
They played about 25 seconds of good defense. There you go. Good kick out. Answer from Javon Smith.
Funny how we see one thing on one end and then we see the exact same thing on the other. So you had Lasseter drive in, players pinch to help, kicks it out to Javon Smith. It's 3-3 in Eagle Point.
Oh, there's the help. That's what they need.
Brennan Knight stolen away by Vrains. Now the ball on the move. Up to Vrains.
Nice
He's going to go up in
pass.
for 2.
Way to play, Comets.
So Vrains on the defensive end and the offensive end. I'm told Curlton is a little sore tonight. He took a charge up in Churchill this past Friday night.
No, he's a big boy. Oh, that was a good give and go. And conversion.
Very nice shot by Brennan Knight with his left hand, Damian. I know you knew a little bit about left-handedness.
There we go. So far, answers to everything. I'm behind on the score, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry.
Both teams are locked in. Price up and in for the Bunny. It's 7-5 here in Eagle Point. Quintero now works his way to the right and into the lane. A floater. Going to be rebounded by himself. Kick to Johnson.
Oh, see, there's a weakness right there. Lassie cannot leave Brennan.
Shot up and in by Quintero. He's got 5 here in the first quarter.
Well, this is what I expected. Lots of energy. Great shooting.
Lasseter pulls the trigger for 3, so a high-scoring affair with under 3 minutes burned here in the first quarter. It's 10-7 Crater. Brennan Knight now breaking down Vrains, the left-hander. Smooth as silk over Vrains. Ties it up at 10. We're on a pace to 100, Damian.
Oh, that'll slow down, but this is intense all over the place.
Brewster draws a crowd in the corner, gets Vrains free. Vrains up and in.
Wow!
The Nets are on fire here at Eagle Point, 13-10.
There hasn't been a single offensive rebound.
Just a hair over 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Ball goes to the elbow to Johnson. Quintero over to Mcguire. He bobbles it.
These teams came to play.
Redondo now out 25 feet away from the hoop.
That was a travel. Missed it.
Brennan Knight with his left hand.
Good.
He misses that. Picked up by Javon Smith.
There's a rebound. All right, let's go, Crater. Oh. Surprised he didn't trigger that. Don't get a foul on that. There you go.
Well, Damian, I have to remind you, we have both Crater and Eagle Point fans watching,
Sorry,
right?
Eagle Point fans.
That's okay.
I'm trying.
That's your first offense. You get 3 tonight.
Okay.
All right. Long game, though. Pace yourself. 13-10 here. Comets as Mcguire works in and gets free. Fundamental shot by Mcguire.
Yeah, he got Tate up in the air.
Yeah. So Mcguire here with his first 2.
Oh, I like this play. That's okay. I like that.
Here goes Brennan Knight, the 6'4 wing. He's going to be fouled. That would be the first foul of the night. It's been a while since we've heard a whistle.
That was kind of a stop pace kind of foul, it seemed like.
First time out of the night. It's the 30-second variety. On the John L. Scott scoreboard, it's the Crater Comets 13 and the Eagle Point Eagles 12. We'll be right back.
Time is a We'll always be there. Time is a good time to plan your funeral, except at the time of the funeral. At Conger Morris, we know that there are so many advantages to planning ahead. It eases the burden on our...
Okay, we're back.
Welcome back to Eagle Point High School. Jeff Lang alongside Damian Idiart. Midwestern League action, a tight one, and we expected that. Comets come in ranked 5th in OSAA. The Eagles are ranked 6th. Jimmy Johnson, the 6'1 senior, works his way into the lane and a kiss off the front of the rim for 2.
He got very deep. Needed to stop him from getting that low. Acres in now.
First substitution for Coach Brian Broadus. That is Ashton Acree wearing number 0. He has the ball. He's left-handed as well. Price, picked up by Knight, works his way in. Blocked by Knight with his left hand. Good defensive play.
Yeah, the defense is starting to... Oh, he jumped at him.
It's going to be a bit long, and Johnson puts up, but no foul. Referee's letting him play as Redondo goes into the bench. And there's Kaden Lasseter, the all-conference linebacker for the Comets, all-conference running back as well, nails his second 3 of the night.
You know, he's played some big games in his lifetime. He's not scared of the pressure. Oh. Nope.
High arching shot by Mickey Redondo, goes by Alejandro, but Mickey is the name. Good for 3.
They're really hitting from the outside. Everybody's really letting it loose.
Lassiter with a nice pass.
Oh,
that's right.
Too hard.
Mcguire comes down with the rebound. Coach Ryan Mars wants him to push. Redondo now.
That's where you would have liked Javon to be about a foot taller. Slam that thing.
Both teams shooting at a high percentage here so far. A minute 20 left first quarter. I feel like I'm in the Crater High School student section, Damien.
I just saw a girl put her arm around.
Give me a student ID, a body card. Actually, I probably have one. A minute left here, first quarter. Eagles up by 1. That's going to be the second team foul on the Comets. It's a good time to note that Table Rock Sports is excited to welcome Conger Morris, funeral directors in Medford and Central Point, as our new sponsors of our live high school athletic streams. Visit congermorris.com to learn more about their services. Our sponsors allow us to cover your favorite teams. Welcome, Conger Morris Funeral Directors.
Oh, thank goodness.
Second steal by Javon Smith, and that'll be the first team foul on the Eagles. First substitution as well. Number 1, Alex Smith, the senior, has entered the game. Another substitution for Coach Ryan Mars. Stephen Dutton, the senior, has also entered. He wears number 3. So under a minute here to go, a 1-point lead for the Eagles.
Well, you expected the shooting to slow down a little bit, but we wanted the defense to stay intense. 2-point blank shots for Javon off the rim.
Comets get 3 attempts on that possession, come up empty-handed. Redondo up the left-hand side, picked up by Smith, over to Brendan Knight up top of the key. He's going to catch his breath. Brewster, 5 foot of coverage. Brendan Knight tipped out by Smith, though. An extra possession in the hands of Johnson now. 12 seconds. That is money by Alex Smith. The senior drains it with 6 seconds left to go. Brains casually brings it up court. Time ticking off. Less than a second here as Smith gets it off, and that'll do it. What a nice quarter for both teams, but especially for Eagle Point. 20 points in a high school basketball game in a quarter, Damien's a lot. We got a good one here on the John L. Scott scoreboard. It's the Eagles 20 and the Comets 16.
You're a coach or plan to be a coach. What kind of coach do you want to be? This?
Hey! What is that? Come on, guy! You're killing me!
Or this?
I love it. I love what I see. I don't care about the mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. Guys making millions of dollars on Sunday, they make mistakes.
Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.org.
There's a time machine, not so far away, that takes you back to a world just a few streets wide, where wonder rules the day, and families are transformed, from the smallest bug-eyed explorer to that surliest know-it-all. So dive into the past and let them see the world through a simpler lens called Southern Oregon. Their adventure begins when you travel Medford.
And welcome back here to Eagle Point High School. Eagles take possession here at the beginning of the second quarter. What a great first quarter that was. Both teams really shot at a high percentage.
Oh, travel. Got away with it.
There's the drive and kick. That ball, everything but go down, but it doesn't for Dutton. So Comets have a substitution. Marcus Idiart wearing number 11 in.
Shoot that.
I can't recall another turnover yet, so that may be the first for the Comets.
That was nonstop that quarter. Settle them down. All right, let's go. Yes.
And they return the favor here to the Eagles. Peyton Pierce into the game, the sophomore, maybe some jitters off his hands, and so both Vrains and Pierce have turnovers, and we're back at it. Comets on the north end of the court.
I don't know if you saw when you coming in, Jeff, but they had some T-shirts made for this game that a lot of the Eagle Point students are wearing. Blue and yellow shirts. Say, beat Crater on them.
Keep it simple, right?
Yeah.
Beat Crater, right? That's all that matters tonight.
These teams have played each other year after year. And usually one team has been prevailing, so maybe the tides have changed this year. We'll see.
Johnson's first attempt was blocked by Brewster, and he gets it back as Brewster fell a few steps back and got it back and went up and in. That's going to be a block. Dutton cut off the gap rather quickly.
He did.
Made it a tough call.
I thought the ref was going to call did you watch him? He looked like he was going to put his hand behind his head, but then he decided otherwise. So, who's the tall kid that just checked in?
Non-shooting foul. That is number 20. That is Colt Carlton, a 6'4 senior. So taller lineup now for Eagles as they have both Knight and Carlton in, both listed at 6'4.
It's a nice lineup there. Was their best win against Grants Pass? Is that pretty much?
Yeah, I would agree with that. Nice pass from Vrains to Price. So, yeah, you could argue that is their best win. It's a 6A school. Seemed to handle them rather well. That is Eagle Point. They traveled up last week to Grants Pass and didn't seem to have a problem with the 6A Cavemen.
Ooh. On the ground. Oh. That was good hustle.
That is absolute pure hustle by both teams. Brennan Knight calms everybody down off the front of the rim. A lot of contact.
There's a foul in. The refs need to get that under control.
So Eagle Point is attacking the iron here on the rebounds, Damien. You can see that. They're tipping it out, getting extra possession. So
you could tell Coach Mars wanted to do that. That was something he talked about at the quarter.
Adjustments for Coach Brian Broadus on that defensive end. It's 22-18, 5:50 left here in the second quarter. Game played before this on Table Rock Sports. The Crater girls came away with the win over Eagle Point, moved their overall record to 13-4. The Crater girls are currently ranked number 4 in state. Lasseter.
I'm not a real big fan of that shot. I kind of feel like he's out of control when he shoots that, but he had his back turned too. We want to erase that one from the record books.
Intelligent play by Quintero. Saw Lasseter's back was turned and took 2 quick steps to his left and had an open lane. So
all right, Crater.
Quintero now with 7 here in the first half. He leads all scorers.
I'd like to see Smith get the ball here. There we go.
There's an open shot from Marcus Idiart, and he drains that. Another left-hander. I don't know what it is, but we see these left-handers everywhere all of a sudden.
Very popular back in the day.
The Oregon Ducks have, I think, 4 starting left-handers on their team. Alex Smith misses it, but rebounded by Knight. Colton Vrains blocked
with a nice block. Saved the point there. Back to him.
Javon Smith. Here's Lasseter. He's got 3 3-pointers here in the first half.
Ladies and gentlemen.
And he knocks it at 24. 4 minutes, 20 seconds left here, second quarter. Coach Ryan Mars wants a timeout. We saw the lead stretch to 6. Back to 0. Score on the John L. Scott scoreboard, 24 apiece. We'll be right back.
He'll always be there.
And welcome back here. The Comets led by Kaden Lasseter. He is 3 for 3 from three-point land, and he's got 9 points to lead all scorers here.
Couldn't draw that up any better for the Comets.
No.
He's a great shooter, but that, he's not a pure shooter.
But we've seen that all year long, right? That's the Comets game where they drive and kick to an open three-point shooter and they knock down that shot.
They had that board. Oh, that's a foul twice.
Lasseter finds an open shot. That's Marcus Idiart.
Didn't call it. That's all right. They got lucky. I'd like to see them put a little pressure on him here. It'd be kind of nice. They've got the legs. They got the youth. Test their point guard. Test Mikey.
You can really see the game plan, though, of Brian Broaddus. You just drive, and when that help comes, you kick to the open three-point man and live and die by that. Yeah. And so far, they're living.
Well, that short, nice block. Two for Colton. Bad luck.
Colton Brains with the block, and the ball falls into the hands of Eagle Point.
Brennan was in the right place.
Another one of those where the referee just,
you saw him befuddled. He didn't know what to do.
That's right. But this time it's a charge, and that's on Logan Price. Now Logan picks up his second. And don't adjust your screen because the person coming in for him is his twin brother. Kaden, exact same height, just a different number on his jersey. He looks exactly the same.
Yeah, he was a little upset with that because I think he felt like that guy slid to the spot late.
Comets still in a man-to-man defense.
Oh, don't switch on
they
that.
They get the slip tonight. Knight too hard. Rebounded by Mcguire.
That's over the back. There you go. Good position, Smith.
Damian likes Javon Smith's positioning on the rebound. Knight had him on his back, and that's the fourth team foul on the Eagles. So a fairly clean game. Only 3 on the Comets team foul-wise and 4 on the Eagles.
They've got us, the fans, separated here. All the Crater fans are up, and we're fenced in. So that's good because you don't want to have any exchanges of words between the fans. Let's keep it on the court here.
There's a drive by Price into Idiart. Idiart kicks it to Smith for a really nice pass.
3 of them.
Javon Smith has missed 3 of those little bunnies inside. And on all 3, he hasn't used the glass, Damian.
That's what I'd like to do. If anything, that's what I'd tell him. I mean, obviously he's a way better shooter than me, but if he'd used the glass on that one, it's particularly.
Lasseter drives and kicks. That's Price. Comes off hard in the hands of Johnson now. Team's starting to cool off a little bit. 2 minutes, 15 seconds left. Shot goes up by Johnson. Rebounded by the Comets. Stolen away by Redondo. And a foul on Smith. So both teams a little frustrated now as the defensive picks up. We saw offense right out of the chute, and now we're seeing a little defense, Damian.
Yeah, I think that's what you're going to expect. The pace is still high. We'll see. It's going to come down to every possession is going to count, I think, every quarter here. So they're playing the zone.
Minute 50 left now as Knight has really cooled off. He comes up about a foot short there. And we have a timeout. Coach Brian Broaddus wants his first of the first half on the John L. Scott scoreboard. It's the Eagles, 26, the Comets, 24.
From the moment you enter the court. We're there to serve, make sure we're creating a fair atmosphere for both teams, upholding the integrity of the game.
I chose to be an official when I was a senior in high school, 17 years old. I think it's the best decision I've made. You could play, and you could make extra money on the weekends on the side, and why not?
In life, things aren't scripted. Games aren't pre-scripted. You know, I got into officiating because my father was an official. Officiating was part of our family life. It wasn't just the game.
Get to be outside, get to experience the game. It's so much more fun. You can get a lot out of it.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and young athletes who can translate those skills to officiating.
So much of officiating is not necessarily what you do on the court. It's how you conduct business off the court as well. Being an official, sure, it's not easy.
And if it wasn't for those difficulties, I don't think I would be where I'm at.
And we're back here at Eagle Point High School. Ashton Akery has checked in for Coach Brian Broaddus. He's joined by Marcus Idiart, Colton Rains, Caden Price, and Kaden Lasseter. 1:40 left here in the second quarter. We really saw a ton of offense there in the first quarter as Akery takes it in, draws contact, and we'll see our first free throws of the night.
That was a good take. I liked his confidence. He knew he was going up against a big guy. Got him in the body.
So it takes a sophomore with the guts to take it in to draw the contact.
But, I think their strategy was like you were saying. They were doing that and then kicking out for the three. But I think Coach is like, okay, we live or die by the three, but we got to get some points on the board.
So Ashton Akery here at Eagle Point is a sophomore. Wears number 0. Left-hander clearly sinks 1 of 2. But Eagle Point scored 20 points, Damian, in that first quarter. They're stuck on 26, so just 6 points here for them in the second quarter. They've cooled off a bit.
60 seconds of hard pressure here. Let's go. No fouls.
Comets have scored 9, so it's 9-6 in favor of the Comets as far as scoring here in the second quarter. Minute to go here, Midwestern League action. You've got the number 5 and the number 6 teams in the state at the 5A level going at it here.
Ooh. Good play.
Way too easy for Brennan Knight as he got the ball on the block and went to his strong hand over Lasseter. So 6'4" over 5'10".
He just didn't put enough pressure on the top there. There he goes. Take that shot. Go.
Shot comes up short by Price. Again, Price coming off that broken hand. He's been back in action now for about 3 weeks.
It's almost like he faded away on that layup a little bit.
16 seconds here. Eagles up by 3. Ball goes in tonight. That's going to be an easy shot. With 8 seconds left to go. Here's Akery now up the left-hand side. The left-hander with 4. Spin move, and he's going to be called for traveling. Turnover. Comets.
Coach took two. We need more height in there. He should have left Tate in there at the end, I think. Would have erased those 2 buckets. Oh, well.
That's the end of the second quarter here as Coach Ryan Mars leads his team off the court with a pop in his step, and as he should be. He's got a 5-point lead here on his home court gym, leading the 5th ranked Comets by a score of 30-25. Jeff Lang alongside Damian Idiart here at Table Rock Sports. We'll be right back after these messages from our great sponsors.
At 3 o'clock, Carter's campaign for class president will go live. His platform?
Thirsty for change?
Juice boxes for all. At 4, Liz will bid online and win.
Yes! Yes!
Which is why at 2, I'm down the street preparing for the storm. So no matter what, the show will go on.
Daily adventures start right here at Pinnacle 365. You'll find exactly what you need for your morning motivation. Later in the day, add some crunch to your lunch with Crispy Crunchy Chicken's mouth-watering chicken and chicken tenders. Wherever your next adventure takes you, we're here to keep you energized throughout the day. And our new Peak Rewards program helps you save money on fuel so you can travel further for less. Daily adventures are better with Pinnacle 365.
At 3 o'clock, Carter's campaign for class president will go live. His platform?
Thirsty for change?
Juice boxes for all. At 4, Liz will bid online and win.
Yes! Yes!
Which is why at 2, I'm down the street preparing for the storm. So no matter what, the show will go on.
Daily adventures start right here at Pinnacle 365. You'll find exactly what you need for your morning motivation. Later in the day, add some crunch to your lunch with crispy, crunchy chickens, mouth-watering chicken, and chicken tenders. Wherever your next adventure takes you, we're here to keep you energized throughout the day. And our new Peak Rewards program helps you save money on fuel so you can travel further for less. Daily adventures are better with Pinnacle 365.
Your workers' comp claim was denied. Or was it accepted? Now what are you supposed to do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
The Start Something New sales event is going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We're stocked up on a great selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course, Ram trucks. Choose from our great selection of new Jeep Grand Cherokee L 4x4s. Test drive a new Ram 1500 and see why Ram is Motor Trend's back-to-back-to-back 3P Truck of the Year. And remember, we've added the convenience of test drives from your home and an online process to purchase and deliver your new vehicle. Get a Start Something New deal on every new vehicle in stock, only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
Waiting, even a few days, to report a work injury or illness could cost you everything. But how do you know what you should do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. Just be yourself. You've done this before, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's been a couple years, right?
Yeah, because of COVID.
You guys won tonight pretty big, right?
Yeah, we did.
You guys are now, 13-4, 6-2 in league. Okay. All right. Hey, we're live here at Eagle Point High School. Jeff Lang and Damian Idiart. We're joined by Mackenzie Hirsch. Mackenzie is a senior for Coach Scott Dipple on the Crater girls basketball team. Mackenzie, you run your record now to 13-4. You're the number 4 ranked team at the 5A level. You came in here tonight. You took down the Eagles. What was the game plan?
It was definitely a fun game. I mean, against our rivals. So it was nice to, it's my last time being in the gym. So we played well together as a team. We spread the floor and we hit down shots when we needed to. So it was a fun night. We all played good, jived as a team.
You did, yeah. So are you you're a 4-year starter or a 4-year letter person?
Yeah, 4-year letter.
That's right. Can you talk to us a little bit about some of your favorite memories? I know you've been to the state tournament several times and you're looking to get back, but what do you remember when you reflect back upon your 4-year career?
Honestly, the wins and losses are great, but I really just reflect on the good times with my team. State tournament, what we did after the game, hotel room, celebrations. The OSU camp my sophomore year was really fun. We really bonded as a team, and we got to play some good competition, and just really the memories with my team.
Right. So that sophomore year is really the heartbreaking when you're heading into the semifinals, I believe, to play Silverton that night or that afternoon, right?
Yeah.
And then everything broke out, and what a heartbreak for everybody. But talk to us a little bit about school. Which of the high schools at Crater do you go to?
I go to CAPS.
Okay. Any shout out to any teachers or favorite subjects?
Shout out to, I guess, my sophomore and junior math teacher, Miss Merritt. She's always helping me out.
There you are.
Making me the best I can be. Also, shout out to my statistics teacher, Miss Huggins, for giving us a 3-day final that I should be studying for right now. But
all right.
I'm here supporting our boys.
Miss Merritt and Miss Huggins, if you're watching, Mackenzie Hirsch here. So, Mackenzie, you're a senior at the high school, of course. So what plans do you have after high school?
I haven't decided where I'm going to go yet, but I want to be a speech pathologist. And so I'm going to go to college to become that and also continue my basketball career at the collegiate level.
Yeah, you certainly can. I've watched you for 4 years, and she can do it both on the defensive level and the offensive level. You have skills right and left. I've watched. I also understand you're on the golf team, right? Playing a little golf this spring, maybe?
I don't know about this spring. I was my freshman year. I loved it. It was super fun, nice relaxer after the season. And my sophomore year got canceled. Junior year was modified, and I was playing club basketball, so I couldn't really play. And this year, we'll have to see.
All right. Well, we've got our eyes on you. The Comet girls are 13-4. They're ranked 4th in state. They are now 6-2 in Midwestern League play and looking to make another deep run into the 5A playoffs up at Gill Coliseum because of Mackenzie Hirsch. So Jeff Lang here alongside Mackenzie Hirsch. We'll be back right here on Table Rock Sports.
Hello everyone, it's time for another episode of Traffic Safety First. Today we are going to be discussing some tips to help maintain a safe environment when operating your motor vehicle in a parking lot. Let's get to it. The information in today's video will include some ways to be extra cautious while in parking lots, specifically as they are heavily trafficked by vehicles and pedestrians. Here are some quick tips to keep yourself and pedestrians safe. Drive slowly in parking lots to be able to react as quickly as possible if a vehicle or pedestrian starts to enter your line of traffic. Make sure you have no distractions keeping you from paying attention to your surroundings. These can include radios being on, food or drinks nearby, or other passengers wanting your attention. If you see a vehicle attempting to leave a parking spot, stop with enough room to let the vehicle fully back out of their spot. Consider 2 car lengths of space as a guide for the minimum distance to give a reversing vehicle. Make sure to look behind you on all sides before attempting to back out of a parking space. Look into blind spots before turning into another flow of traffic or in and out of parking spaces. If you see a pedestrian trying to cross a line of traffic, stop your vehicle and let them cross. We hope you are able to take these tips with you when driving in parking lots to help keep yourself and those around you safe. Until next time, stay healthy, be safe, and thanks for watching.
And welcome back here to Table Rock Sports. Jeff Lang, Damian Idiart, Caleb Franklin here in Eagle Point here on this Tuesday night. A great first half. Eagles find themselves up by a score of 30-25. A lot of game left here, Damian. If you're Coach Brian Broadus in the Crater Comets, what are some keys to success here in the second half?
I'd like to see them avoid letting Eagle Point go on any runs at all.
Okay, so avoid the runs. All right, fine. And if you're Coach Ryan Mars and the Eagle Point Eagles, what's some keys to success here?
Well, they've had a lot of success working the ball around, waiting till they get the shot down low. We don't have big men.
Yeah, Brennan Knight has certainly had a great first half. He has 11 points, so he's on pace for 22, his average for the season. So catalyst in the first half indeed. Stick with us. This is a great one. Comets have possession here first half, moving right to left on your screen.
We'll see what the game plan is. Coach has always done a good job of making adjustments, so we'll see.
Really a pretty clean first half, relatively few fouls. Mcguire strips it away from Brewster as he was driving in.
Almost as soon as you said it.
Turnover, first possession. Jimmy Johnson gets it.
I didn't like how they didn't even contest that shot.
Comets having a really hard time rebounding tonight.
They've got the lineup in there that can rebound the best, so we just have to be patient. That's a good take. Man, we can't get that to fall. No glass again.
And there's no second possessions either. There's one shot, and that's it for the Comets tonight. So Eagle Point, not a big team. 6'4", Brennan Knight. Other than that, actually a small team.
Well,
here they go again.
Amount of rebounds in the middle.
Johnson fouls Vrains. He helps him up. Good sportsmanship.
I hope it doesn't become a foul thing. I don't really want to see the game slow down and just foul after foul. I like the pace of the first half. I just want the score to be a little different.
No players are really in any type of foul trouble. Brewster comes up with the air ball.
Wanting a foul, but there wasn't one there.
A lot of contact from Johnson. Again, Johnson only 6'1", but definitely broad shoulders. Might be about 210.
Yeah, he's built like a center or a nose tackle.
Definitely.
Well, we need some good guard play. Let's go.
Comets on the turnover now. Price at the elbow. Brains tied up by Johnson.
That was a good call.
Several possessions before that, he could have called Johnson as well, but only has 2. You know, Brennan Knight is lighting it up with 13, but Johnson may be the MVP here, Damian, from my perspective. He just keeps the ball in play and plays steady defense.
I didn't see that, but I guess it's on Lassie.
Illegal screen on the Comets. And that goes against Kaden Lasseter. Referee having a chat with Redondo and Vrains at half court. Got to thank Mackenzie Hirsch for coming up here at halftime and having a word on Table Rock Sports.
I'm going to definitely watch that later. That seemed like a great interview. That was lazy defense on
you may get your
Logan.
wish here with the foul fest, Damian. So
this is not
that's
what
4
I wanted.
quick fouls here in just a minute 40 here in the third quarter.
It looks like Coach is a little too trigger happy on the subs. But who am I to guess?
Beautiful inbounds play by the Eagles. They get Knight on the left-hand side. The left-hander goes up and kisses it off the glass. Stretches the lead now to 9 points. So Comets here in trouble. And there's that other foul you're asking for, Damian. Mcguire now picks up the third team foul on the Eagles. Mcguire has just 2. So again, no one in serious foul trouble other than Price, who just went out for the Comets, the starting center. Here's his brother, Kaden. Brains now with a clean look. And a rebound by who else? The smallest guy in the court, Lasseter. He's going to kick it out and find Javon Smith. Smith with a clean look. In and out.
That was the right play. Couldn't get it to fall.
Extra possession bought by Lasseter. Here's Knight, works his way to the left, kisses it off. Who rebounds but a 6'1" Jimmy Johnson. So Johnson gets those extra possessions. That's his job.
He needs to call a timeout. He's got to get his team regrouped. We came out flat.
So which team needs the timeout?
Crater.
Crater needs the timeout,
We
to
came
clarify.
out totally flat.
So when Damian says we, that means
sorry,
all
Eagle
of
Point.
us.
Yes.
So the Crater Comets come out a bit flat and puts Knight here at the line, trying to extend the lead now to 10. Knight has 15 on the night. Brennan, the younger brother of, I think it's Aiden Knight was his older brother. Played a little basketball with Aiden.
I don't remember his first name.
And Knight stretches the lead to 10 here. A lot of time left. 5.5 minutes left, third quarter. A good learning game for these young Comets that are on the floor now. As Acree, the young sophomore, drives down the left-hand side. Catches a lot of shoulder.
It was a good finish, but I didn't like the shot.
Kisses it off the glass.
At least he took it to the hole. The youngest kid in the court is taking it to the hole for Crater.
Fouls on Mickey Redondo, his first. Fourth team foul here early in the third quarter for the Eagles. So lots of free throws coming up. You got your wish, Damian.
That was the opposite of what I wanted. There we go. Hustle. Come on. Oh, that should have been a foul.
Price comes up with the rebound, stolen away by Brennan Knight.
Let's go. Man-to-man pressure. Come on. This is where it begins.
Alex Smith has entered the game wearing number 1. Here's Brennan Knight now. Fouls on the floor. And that's going to be the 4th team foul on the Comets. So unlike the first half, we're seeing a lot of whistles or hearing a lot of whistles here in the third quarter.
Eagles ball.
Comets got burned on an inbounds play last time. This time they defend much better. Redondo way out front.
Oh, don't let him beat you like that.
And that's going to be a travel on Brennan Knight as he argues with the referee. And so they get some clarity. So Brennan Knight now is 16. Into the game is Tate Brewster. Substitution for Caden Price. 35-27, favor of the Eagles, 4:44, third quarter.
Gotta love the intensity Eagle Point came out with.
So there we saw a dribble drive by Lasseter, and he kicks it out to Vrains. Vrains this time will find himself at the three-point line for 3 free throws.
Fulton will make all 3 of these. He's got ice water in his veins.
Well, while we have a pause, let's talk a little bit about our sponsors here. Tonight's game is brought to you in part by Avista Utilities and our friends from My Circle K, powered by GP Energy. Morning motivation, crunch in your lunch, and fuel for your road trip begins with My Circle K. Table Rock Sports also wants to thank over 100 new YouTube subscribers this past year. Want to join our team? Go to the Table Rock Sports site and log on at youtube.com and click the red subscribe button. And thank you very much. Brains makes 2 of 3.
Decision.
And there's Jimmy Johnson up and in for 2. 37-29 now. Smith kicks it to Brewster. No hesitation. Drops in the 3. Comets need that to get Brewster hot. Brewster had 29 earlier this year against Ashland. We know that he can heat up in a hurry.
Sure they know that about him too. So.
3.5 left here, third quarter. Here is Dutton. Gets it into Johnson.
Stay low. Travel.
Good ball movement for Ryan Mars. High arching shot. Rebound. Brendan Knight's going to be called for over the back. So Brendan at 6'4", Brewster at 6'5". Relatively spitting image. He goes over Tate's back for a foul. So Damian,
I didn't like that call.
6th team foul on the Eagles.
I didn't think he needed to call that one. We had possession of the ball, or Crater had possession of the ball, but oh well. I just don't want this to be where it just turns into a free throw thing the whole fourth quarter.
Well, I hate to tell you, but being a fan of basketball, I think you're going to see that as Vrains misses that hard off the back.
Should have gone with his left.
Rim. Redondo now pushes it, finds Knight. Knight stutter step, works his way, and he's going to be fouled on the body.
Defense.
So the referees certainly found their whistle at halftime, and they're using it now. 11 total fouls here in just the first 5 minutes.
Talking about adjustments at halftime.
Yes.
It was the stripes that made the adjustment. Ooh, we got lucky there.
Smith. Now Quintero. Quintero with 7 on the night, had those 7 in the first quarter. Redondo down to Johnson. He's going to push his way around Brewster. And he gets it up and in around Brewster. So Johnson at 6'1", Brewster at 6'5", and using that big body to get the shots up. Player control foul on Tate Brewster as he drove in, and who else is there but the senior point guard, Mickey Redondo. Brewster, I believe, that is only his first foul on the evening. Both teams have 6 team fouls now, so we're shooting the rest of the way here. 2 minutes, 48 seconds left, third quarter. 39-32 favor of Eagles.
Full court press. Got away with one there.
Ball bumped out of Quintero's hands into Knights. He thought he was fouled, brought down by Marcus Idiart, the left-hander now working his way up the middle of the court. Vrains stutter steps. A lot of reaching going on, no calls. At times they're letting them play, and at times they're blowing the whistle. There's another one. One can call that just good defense, Damian.
I didn't mind that. I don't mind it when it's up at the top there.
2 minutes left here, third quarter. Lasseter kicks to Idiar, open three. He's 2 of 3 on the night. So again, a nice kick from Lasseter. Couple key three-pointers here in the third quarter. One by Brewster and one by Idiart. 39-35, just what we expected here.
Look at who they've got covering Brennan. It was Javon Smith down at the bottom of the key.
Under 2 minutes to go here, and a blocking foul on the Comets. That's going to be the 7th team foul. You were saying?
I mean, well, that's another play. I don't care about that one anymore. But that was actually the correct call by the ref.
But I think you were talking about why is Javon Smith, the 6-foot point guard, guarding Brennan Knight down on the block.
6 foot is generous, too.
And I think what happens there, Damian, is you get the switch that you want, and Price has to come out and guard the guard on the pick and roll, and so that leaves the vulnerability down there with the guard on the block.
True.
That's exactly what Coach Ryan Mars wants, right? Brennan Knight up and in for 2, his 18th point of the night. Stretches the lead to 6. Mcguire, good defense on Brains.
Yeah, he's picked his pocket there.
Really good footwork by Mcguire.
Brains wants it back. He wants to take him.
Comets drive. A lot of contact by Quintero. My heavens, Damian. What a really nice shot by Javon Smith. A lot of contact.
There was it something to note? I mean, it seemed like he was in the air forever. That one went in. The first 3 in the first half didn't.
First foul by Aiden Quintero. 7th team foul on the Eagles. Javon Smith for 3 the old-fashioned way. Not going to happen. A 4-point lead here for the Eagles. 1:15 left here, third quarter. Quintero stolen away by Price. Price on the move now. And right back into the hands of Quintero. Quintero now with numbers. 3-on-2. Kicks it to the right to Smith. Quick shot. Comes up short. Who else is there? Jimmy Johnson.
Nice play by Eagle Point.
Pace is frenetic here as Javon Smith down quickly before the Eagles can set. And he's going to find decision. He's going to find himself at the line now for 2 shots. What was a good decision?
It was a good decision to take the ball the hole there. I mean, but that was a great interchange. That was good basketball.
That's good. That's great high school basketball. Back and forth. That's what you want. You don't want to see him here at the charity stripe.
I don't like this part of basketball.
All right, so Smith at the line. The senior has a chance to cut the lead to 4. We're under a minute.
You're going to lose this game because of that.
He can't get the first one to go. That's why they call it a 1-and-1. 43-37 Eagles. Under 50 seconds to go. Brain steals it. He throws it ahead to Lasseter. Lasseter has an open lane, but a taller Knight.
Should have taken him with the last foul on him.
Brains now with the good look. He's off to the left. Rebounded by Price. He loses it out of bounds. Favor of the Eagles. So a nice steal, but the Comets come up empty.
It's all right. It's good basketball. Ball's not going to go down every time. No fouls here. Let's go.
Johnson up tonight. 25 seconds. Third quarter.
Get in his grill. Get in his grill. One shot left, it looks like.
Quintero drives, kicks to Johnson. Johnson from the elbow. Comes up short. Who gets it?
No.
Johnson right back up and in for 2. He is my player of the game through 3 quarters as Johnson carries the Eagles here in the third quarter. They're on their feet at Eagle Point High School. Score on the John L. Scott scoreboard. The Eagles 45 and the Comets 37.
At 3 o'clock, Carter's campaign for class president will go live. His platform?
Thirsty for change?
Juice boxes for all. At 4, Liz will bid online and win.
Yes! Yes!
Which is why at 2, I'm down the street preparing for the storm. So no matter what, the show will go on.
Daily adventures start right here at Pinnacle 365. You'll find exactly what you need for your morning motivation. Later in the day, add some crunch to your lunch with crispy, crunchy chickens, mouth-watering chicken, and chicken tenders. Wherever your next adventure takes you, we're here to keep you energized throughout the day. And our new Peak Rewards program helps you save money on fuel, so you can travel further for less. Daily adventures are better with Pinnacle 365.
Welcome back to Eagle Point High School. Jeff Lang alongside Damian Idiart. 45-37 in favor of the Eagles. That's an 8-point spread, folks. And in high school basketball, that's a lot.
Yeah.
So the Comets have to come out and get stops here in the fourth quarter. And here's one.
There's the first stop.
Stolen away by Vrains.
Foul there, I'm sure.
So a lot of contact, and I know you don't like this, but when they get stops, Eagle Point on the aggressive defense is going to put the Comets at the line. So what you have to do,
make the free throw.
Make the free throw.
That was a mistake on Eagle Point. They shouldn't have done what they did there, but that's all right. Let's see if Colton can convert. This is going to be a long fourth quarter, Jeff.
So Comets had some struggles there at the free throw line in the third quarter. Front end missed by Smith. 1 of 3 missed by Vrains. And there it is. The front end comes up way short. That's what happens with a little bit of pressure, Damian. Your legs go a little bit weak. Ball comes up short. Mcguire here in the near corner.
Uh-oh. Deny that entry pass.
Quintero to Mcguire into Knight. It's got an easy look and up and in for the 6'4 senior.
Very nice shot, brother.
Scores his 19th and 20th point of the night.
That was very smooth. Perfect basketball for him. Ooh, got him in the air.
Shot blocked by Knight as Lasseter goes in. Lasseter's going to be called for the foul. A good block by Brennan Knight. Controlling the game really on the offensive and defensive ends of the floor.
I would have liked, I think if Kaden had gone in with his body there, he might have got the call just the way the whistles are going right now. It would have been nice for them, but that's all right. You can't play that way. You got to.
Lasseter has 4 fouls. He'll have a seat on the bench. Brewster comes in. It's the 9th team foul on the 8th team foul on the Comets.
I hope they don't give up.
Mcguire with a high arcing shot, nothing but net. 11-point lead now for the Eagles and Coach Ryan Mars looking to run his Midwestern League to perfection up to 6-0. They do have the Churchill Lancers coming in on Friday as Brennan Knight gets the rebound and an extra possession. So poor defensive execution for the Comets. There's Brennan Knight, makes it look easy. Left-handers having a night, 22 for Brennan. Comets can't rebound. Comets can't make shots. Comets can't make lay-ins. Having a tough night here at Eagle Point High, especially in the second half. Carlton here over to Mcguire. Just hit 2 free throws. Why not? Rack them up. 3-point shot for Mcguire.
I don't have anything to say.
Great shot by Mcguire. Here's Javon Smith, loses the ball and is bailed out, to be quite honest. Mcguire gets a piece of him, and he'll go to the line. So looking forward here, Damian, the Eagle Point Eagles will host Churchill here on Friday night. Both teams undefeated in the Midwestern League.
Saw a little interchange there between Colton and Marcus. Not sure what's going on.
Mcguire gets a round of applause as he gets a breather for Coach Ryan Mars. Into the game now is number 1. That's Alex Smith. So Carlton, Redondo, Knight, Smith, and Quintero in for the Eagles.
The Eagles have someone deep. No one's back. They don't see it. All right.
Eagle Point breaks the press here. 6 minutes, 6 seconds to go. 53-39. Coach Ryan Mars wants a timeout. I believe that'll be a full timeout. We'll be right back here at Table Rock Sports. Thanks for joining us tonight.
At 3 o'clock, Carter's campaign for class president will go live. His platform?
Thirsty for change?
Juice boxes for all. At 4, Liz will bid online and win.
Yes! Yes!
Which is why at 2, I'm down the street preparing for the storm. So no matter what, the show will go on.
Daily adventures start right here at Pinnacle 365. You'll find exactly what you need for your morning motivation. Later in the day, add some crunch to your lunch with crispy, crunchy chicken's mouth-watering chicken and chicken tenders. Wherever your next adventure takes you, we're here to keep you energized throughout the day. And our new Peak Rewards program helps you save money on fuel so you can travel further for less. Daily adventures are better with Pinnacle 365.
And we're back here at Eagle Point High School. Thanks for joining us here. Midwestern League action. Eagles find themselves up by 14. They stretched that 8-point lead at the end of the third quarter up to 14 now and seem to be in control of this one. But a lot of time, 6 minutes left. Knight off the front of the rim. Ball goes into the hands of Javon Smith. Fortunately, he finds Price for the 11-footer. And the Comets have gone cold from the floor.
I like what they did there. It's okay if it didn't fall.
The holiday season is over, but the Eagle Point continue to give gifts to the Comets. A turnover by Redondo in the backcourt.
We'll see what the seniors on Crater have to do here. See if they can have some pride in their game.
Brewster with a quick three-point shot off to the left.
I'd like to see Tate down there. Double bonus.
Brennan Knight hits his first. Certainly putting his name in for Midwestern League Player of the Year, Damian. If not that all-state team, from my perspective, plays really solid defense.
He deserves it. He's a great young man.
And can score. Here's Brewster. A lot of contact, fading away from the rim, but still gets bailed out from the referee. So Tommy Johnson picks up his third. I believe I've called him Jimmy Johnson a couple times tonight. And my apologies to Tommy.
It's all right. You've been a fan of him all night, so he's done a good job.
Knight with 24, Johnson with 12, but Johnson is the one getting extra possessions constantly for the Eagles. Both free throws up and good by Brewster.
Well, they're not giving up yet. See if they can play good, clean ball. Pick away at the lead.
Johnson turns it over, ripped away by Brewster. Brewster up to Idiart here. Idiart finds Smith in the corner, an open three.
It's all right.
No good. Cold as ice.
Keep it going. Don't reach. Good. Ooh, he went straight up. Too bad. Maybe his hands were a little bit forward. It looked like he went straight up. I ripped on the refs for a while, but they're doing the right thing. They're keeping things under control.
Midwestern League, one of the best leagues at the 5A level. 9 teams. Eagle Point finds themselves atop with a 5-0 record. Churchill in second at 5-0. Crater currently at 5-1. Willamette, who comes and visits Crater on Saturday, is at 3-3. Certainly a 3-team race at this juncture, with the Comets sitting at number 5, Eagle Point at number 6, and Churchill at number 7 in the state. Don't forget about Ashland. Ashland has been idle as the high school has been closed due to COVID. Nice shot by Acree up the left-hand side. Coach Brian Broadus wants a timeout, a 30-second variety. We'll do the same here. 4 minutes, 18 seconds left, fourth quarter. Eagles are up, 56-43.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
This year, don't just replace your windows, renew them with beautiful and energy-efficient windows from Bill's Glass. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you.
Eagles ball.
Welcome back to Eagle Point High School. Jeff Lang, Damian Idiart, Caleb Franking coming to you on Table Rock Sports. Stolen away by Lasseter. Euro step goes up and in for 2. Stolen away from Quintero. That's going to be a foul on Brains, a silly one at that.
And that was not a good decision by Colton. I love him, but that was, you don't want to put him on the line. They've been shooting their free throws well. Right after a nice play by Lassie.
Nicky Redondo up and in with his first of 2. Let's see if the Comets can block out and rebound now. No need as Redondo hits his second. Acree gives it up to Brains. A lot of contact on the baseline. He gets it up and in for 2. So fast ball here for Brian Broadus.
Don't foul. Don't foul.
Damian doesn't want Crater to foul at this juncture. Says it's a little too early. And it is early. 3 minutes, 30 seconds left, fourth quarter.
The best thing that can happen is this stall ball. If Eagle Point's going to do that, then we're going to win this game.
Stolen away by Acree from Redondo now. Lassiter again has it. He pulls up for the long 3 and hits it. Coach Brian Broadus wants an immediate timeout. That draws it to 8 with 3 minutes, 18 seconds left. So turnovers abound here still. Hang on. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back here at Table Rock Sports.
Workers' comp claim was denied. Or was it accepted? Now what are you supposed to do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
The Start Something New sales event is going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We're stocked up on a great selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course, Ram trucks. Choose from our great selection of new Jeep Grand Cherokee L 4x4s. Test drive a new Ram 1500 and see why Ram is Motor Trend's.
And we're back. Nice steal by the sophomore Acree. He kicks it back to Lassiter. Lassiter dribbles it up.
No silly fouls.
Stolen away by Javon Smith now. He'll pass it up to Lassiter. Why not? Go. No, he'll throw it up to Smith for the 3, and that's in. So back-to-back threes bring the Comets back. It's 58-53 now. 5-point lead, 3 minutes to go. We have a new ball game, Damian, right?
No fouls.
Damian doesn't want fouls. Brain steals it away from Knight.
That was a lazy reach, but it worked.
So you're back in the game now. You just want to calm down, but Rain says, that's Tate Brewster nails a three. So 3 straight three-pointers after 3 straight turnovers by the Eagles, Damian.
Shocking.
And we're back to a 2-point game, and that's how fast basketball can change. So
I told you about runs, right?
Yeah.
But I was the opposite team. I was worried about Eagle Point going on a run.
So walk me through this. Lasseter on the turnover hits a deep 3. Boom, right?
The refs let him get away with a couple reaches there, I think, in my opinion, but who cares?
And then we bring it down the left-hand side, and Javon Smith nails a 3. And then we turn right around, and so in a total span of less than 40 seconds,
9 unanswered.
Brewster comes down and nails the 3. 9 unanswered. And the score is now corrected on the scoreboard. I'm not quite sure. It is 58-55.
Is it? Oh,
in favor of the Eagles. So,
all right, sorry about that.
I don't believe. I thought that those were all clearly 3-pointers, but maybe one of those, and I believe it might have been Smith's, where he might have had the toe on the line. We'll find out more.
I'll take it off.
But at this point in time, we're going to go with 3 3-pointers here in the last 40 seconds for the Comets. We have a ball game now, just a 3-point spread. Let's reset. 10 team fouls apiece. Comets still in full court pressure.
I hope they play clean D.
Which team?
Crater.
So Damian wants Crater to play clean defense. And I'm sure the Eagle Point Eagles to play clean defense.
You advocate for the Eagle Point Eagles.
So Comets still pressuring here, down by 3, but a ton of time.
Colton, don't do that.
2 minutes and 20 seconds left. We'll see if Damian makes it through this one. So
I don't know. I'm having a heart attack right here.
Good
Let them do this all they want.
And that's going to be a travel.
See? If you don't foul, that's what happens every time. That stall ball, the coach should be fired right now for doing stall ball. That's the worst.
It is
in high school. I mean, that's why we need a shot clock in Oregon, because that is just the worst. It makes more teams lose.
Well, at the high school level, it's certainly hard to control the ball game. And Quintero, under a lot of pressure there, turned it over. Let's see what the Comets do with it here.
Well,
Lasseter is double teamed, gets it in the hands of Brewster. Back to Lasseter. A ton of contact. Almost turns it over into the hands of Acree. Acree off the glass.
Good rebound.
Rebounded by Mcguire.
No foul. Oh, there we go. The dumb foul. Come on, Colton.
So a whole eternity of time left here in the game is what I think Damian's saying. No need to foul at that juncture. 1:40 left here in the fourth quarter. Mcguire,
I would have loved to have seen one more pass there. Not a 3-pointer.
Good defense by the Eagles as Lasseter went up.
They gave him the shot that they needed, and we should have not shot that one more time. That was a mistake.
And that was a long dry spell for the Eagles as Mcguire.
I don't remember the last field goal they made.
Yep.
It's been all free throws.
It could have been the last free throws by Mcguire. This one hard off the rim.
Oh, no.
Rebounded off the hands of Tommy Johnson.
Tommy or Jimmy.
So 1:40 left here. 4-point lead. Ton of time. Most of the crowd on our side of the court is on their feet.
Yeah.
Lasseter with a hesitation. He goes up and in. Smooth.
Nice recovery there.
Nice execution by Lasseter, senior point guard. So let's reset here. 10 team fouls apiece. John L. Scott's scoreboard reads 1:28. Eagles 59, Comets 57.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
This year, don't just replace your windows, renew them with beautiful and energy-efficient windows from Bill's Glass. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home or auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
I'm a little worried that...
And we're back here at Eagle Point High School. 59-57 lead for the Eagles. Crater High School student section going
that
crazy.
That is the worst play.
It's going to be a foul on Javon Smith. That's going to send the Eagle Point Eagles to the line. And the Crater student section going crazy in their kind of kitty corner here to the Eagle Point student section. A lot of passion in the gym tonight.
And this is going to be my last night. I'm not going to be welcome back.
This is why I hang out around high school basketball. Nicky Redondo, a lot of pressure up and in for the senior. Up for his second. Good.
Beautiful play.
4-point spread. Minute 26 here left in the fourth quarter. A lot of time. Brains comes down. Acree in the game. Brains will kick it over to Smith. He hit a shot there earlier. Rebounded by who else? Tommy Johnson. But he's tied up down low. Referees let him play. A lot of tied up ball there, Damien, but the referees kept it going, and they allowed the timeout for Coach Ryan Mars. Very intelligent play for Mcguire, who is calling the timeout. But Acree kind of had Johnson tied up there, it seemed like, for a second or two, but no luck. Coach Brian Broadus wants an explanation.
I don't know what happened there. I was watching it, but it was going too fast, so I can't judge the ref there.
They haven't started a timeout here. I think it's a 30-second variety. Let's keep it here, Damien.
Okay.
Actually, it's a full, but let's go ahead and keep it here. So let's put yourself here. Now it's a 4-point spread. Put yourself in the shoes of Coach Brian Broadus. What do you want? You're on defense now.
Well, I don't know if I had the answer. I know what I would do if I was Eagle Point. Just play with your home crowd. Keep your head level. And I think they're going to pull this one off. Their home court advantage. I think it's going to work for them. We'll see what Crater can do.
So Eagle Point, play with the crowd. And then if you're the Comets, what's your strategy here? You got about a minute left, right? And so what's your strategy?
What's your strategy, Jeff? It's above my pay grade.
What's my strategy? Well, I think you play straight-up defense, right? You've gotten a lot of turnovers here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
You play straight-up defense. Hope for a turnover. Maybe 20 seconds in, you got to look at fouling somebody, and you take your chances in regards to who that might be that's on the floor. And I'm sure those assistant coaches have talked to the players about who to possibly foul.
Every one of them has made every shot, haven't they? They haven't really missed their free throws. Well, I wonder what's going on.
I believe that they're discussing who.
Timeouts or what?
Well, Coach Ryan Mars is having a discussion here with head referee, and there seems to be some confusion. We don't know exactly what it is, but it looks like a fruitful discussion. It's not animated by any means. Well, there is some pointing going on. Nonetheless, it's going to be Eagle Point basketball underneath the Comets hoop. More discussions now happening with Coach Brian Broadus as we look to reset here. A minute 7 left in the fourth quarter. 61-57 Eagles.
Eagles ball.
Johnson into Knight. Up to Quintero. Quintero blocked by Smith. They get the turnover they needed. Here's Acree, the sophomore, crosses half court. And he turns it off the knee of Quintero and hits the rim. And rebounded by Redondo. Jordan now trips. And that's going to be a foul on Acree, so a bad luck transition there. Comets were moving at a fast pace. It was tipped away. The ball went up and hit the rim, but fell in the hands of the Eagles.
I thought the guy was running down the court and put his leg up to block it when it was skip pass. They deserve this. They've hit every free throw in clutch moments.
15-point lead, or 15 points scored for Johnson. To me, the player of the game. He goes up and hits his 16th point of the night. He's all about extra possessions for the Eagles. 44 seconds left now. Brains finds himself in the lane. A quick two, and Coach Brian Broaddus will have a timeout. John L. Scott scoreboard reads 63-59, 38 seconds left. We'll be right back.
Workers' comp claim was denied. Or was it accepted? Now what are you supposed to do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
The Start Something New sales event is going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We're stocked up on a great selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course, Ram trucks. Choose from our great selection of new Jeep Grand Cherokee L4x4s. Test drive a new Ram 1500 and see why Ram is Motor Trend's back-to-back-to-back 3P Truck of the Year. And remember, we've added the convenience of test drives from your home and an online process to purchase and deliver your new vehicle. Get a Start Something New deal on every new vehicle in stock, only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
Waiting, even a few days, to report a work injury or illness could cost you everything. But how do you know what you should do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
Great game, no matter what happens.
Great game indeed. So coming out of that timeout by Coach Brian Broaddus. 38 seconds left here. Eagles find themselves up by 4. Got to believe there's more free throws coming. Johnson having a trouble get it in. Redondo has it. Slight pressure by the Comets.
Broke that.
Double teamed is Redondo. Quintero now has an open look. Left hand goes up. Crowd goes crazy. Brains now up the right hand side. 24 seconds left. Pulls up for 3. Off the back iron. Brought down by Knight. This may do it. As Knight is pivoting around. They don't want to foul. Stolen away by Brains, but into the hands of Johnson. Idiart fouls Johnson. Their last hurrah.
They gave it their all there.
Brennan Knight saying so long to the Crater student body.
That's all right. And it's their home. They got to defend their home.
That's right. So Brennan Knight, 24 points tonight. In fact, the whole student body of Eagle Point High School waving goodbye to all of the Crater fans and some of the Crater students exiting rather quickly.
I hope that they behave themselves.
They'll all behave themselves. 13 seconds left here as Johnson gets his chance at the stripe. Up and in for Johnson, so 1 of 2. And Lasseter with the three-point shot, no foul. Comes into the hands of Johnson. He's just got a bucket of boards tonight. And here's Redondo, just kind of to rub it in a little bit. Goes in for the lay-in. And the crowd goes crazy here at Eagle Point. The student section storms the crowd and goes over and joins the players. A big win. The Eagle Point Eagles have not beaten the Crater Comets in many years. And the students are excited, as they should be. They push their record here to 13-1, and they go 6-0, folks. 6-0 in the Midwestern League play. They're going to climb up the ranking ladder in the OSAA ranking. So very exciting basketball here from Eagle Point High School, Midwestern League action. So I'm sure the Comet fans will be glad to host the Eagles come February at Crater High School. But you got to love high school basketball, Damian. It's been a good night.
It was a good one. We kind of could see that happening when those fouls started to mount up and shots weren't falling. But you know what? Take my hat off to the Eagles. They really held their home court well.
It's a great game here of high school basketball. We hope you enjoyed it. like to thank you for watching tonight's broadcast. We'd also like to thank Katie Karoy McNulty, the athletic director here at Eagle Point High School, for hosting the Lithia Superstore Game of the Night on TableRockSports.net. Special thanks to head coaches Brian Broaddus and Ryan Mars. Our next Table Rock Sports production will be this Saturday at 4 o'clock, where the Comets will host the Wolverines of Willamette. Again, the final score on the John L. Scott scoreboard, the Eagle Point Eagles 68, the Comets 59. This has been a special presentation of Table Rock Sports. Our executive producer is Joe Brett. With Damian Idiart, Caleb Franklin, I'm Jeff Lang saying thanks for watching and good night from Eagle Point High School in Eagle Point.